What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you not to get your T-Cog confused with your D-Cog. That's all I'm going to say, but moving on with the Fanhome Transformers Bayverse Optimus Prime kit. We will be covering Stage 7 in this episode. So here we have our parts, so let's get down to it. So here we have the magazine for Stage 7. So we have Michaela, Finding a Woman of Action. Yes. The Ark, Optimus Prime's spaceship. Talking about the Ark here. Prowl, Law and Order. And that's a wonderful screenshot right there. Right as he's being killed. That's... They could have found a better one. Anyway, Return of the Decepticons, the second series of Decepticons. And we got Astro Train, got Shockwave. Shockwave, a very popular Transformers robot. Dang right I am! Anyway. So we have the Insecticons, the Deluxe Insecticons, Coneheads, and we go into our Instrucciones. Elements of the sole of the right foot. That's what we're going to be working on. We have our instrucciones. That's what we're going to be left with. And there you go. So you have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. Because ain't nothing to it but to do it right. Right. Okay. So let's see what we have in here. Various odds and ends and bits and bobs. Things and stuff, more things and stuff. We have screws, more screws. Got this bit right here. That's a piece of metal. And we have some other little bits and bobs here. Okay. That, and one more little baggie of bits and bobs. And all right, so here is everything we have to work with. All right, let's get on with it. All right, so first we're bringing in these two pieces right here, and these will be merged. So it looks like this is going to sit right in there, like that, and this will be secured with an HP screw. So let us retrieve said screw. Come on. All right. And as always, let's get the party started. There we go. And now, whisker. Because screwing is the right of all sentient beings. You know what? This needs the PH1. This will work better. Yes, it will. Alrighty. So there we go. Make sure this going all the way through. All right. Lovely. Okay. All right, so we got that done. So now what are we doing? So now we're bringing in this bit, and it looks like we're going to take this, and that's going to sit right here. Thusly. Again, get our holes lined up. And this will need to be screwed. This will need an FP screw. Let's get one out. Oh, not two, just one. But I appreciate your eagerness, little screw. So we do need to actually go through this hole to get to the screw. So this needs the PH0 because that's the only one that will fit through here. So let's see how we're going to do this. So we'll do that. Get that through here. Just get it lined up. There we go. Okay. That still seems like kind of an awkward angle, but we'll make it work. Let's see what we can do here. All right, there we go. We managed to make it work with the PH0, but really the PH1 would have been way better, but it is what it is. But there we go. You got that in its home. It's It's good enough. It'll have to do. There we go. We got that in place. All right, so now what? Okay, so now we're bringing in this bit that we put together in a previous stage, and this is going to go right here in the port that is marked 1. So that's where this is living. So that's going to sit right there. So you want this in this orientation with the point facing up. Again, line up your holes, and this will take another FP screw. So get that. This time we'll use the PH1 because we can use it, and this is the one that works better. So we'll just get this in its home. There we go. Lovely. Okay. All right. So that's what we got going on. Now what? So now we're bringing in this bit, and this is going to sit, looks like right here, right in here, and that's going to be secured with an, okay, the instructions say an IP screw, but I just have AP screws left. So, assuming it's AP screws, either this is mislabeled or the instructions are wrong, one or the other, but this is what I'm going to use. So, we'll see how this works out. All right, come on. I do have spare IP screws, so if this does not work, I can get an IP screw. So we'll see. So this just goes up in here. Okay, that seems to work. Okay, get that snugged. Alrighty, so that is living right there and looking like that. Okay, cool. So now we can put this off to the side, and now we bring in these little bits here, and we need to put all this together. So looks like this is going into this. So again, looks like that's just, doesn't say to glue it. Looks like that just, yeah, it just snaps into place. And then this one is just going to peg in right here. So again, just seems like it's just a friction fit. There we go. We got that going on. And this is going to go onto the foot. And here is said foot. And looks like that's going to sit right here. You can see there is a tab here. And a little slot right there. So this can only go in one way. And again, looks like this just frictions in. They don't want us to glue it. It just kind of pops in to its home there. Okay. So that's in its home. Lovely. Okay. So now we're bringing in these last two bits here. Now I had people in the last episode tell me that there's a ring that you shouldn't put on here because you have to take it off at a later stage and it's way too tight and people have broken it. And I'm assuming they're talking about this one because this one just attaches here. So I don't think this is the issue. I think this part is the issue. This is what you're gonna have to pop off eventually. And they said, oh yeah, don't put that on until you put the rest of the leg on. So I'm guessing it's this. But it doesn't seem like it's that tight. I kind of still want to put it on anyway. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. So this piece is just going to go on here. So that's fine. And that is loose enough that I could take that out if I wanted to. So that's fine. No issue there. But I'm guessing it's this piece. So it's basically just 3 posts, 3 ports here. I'm just going to put it in loosely because actually it does seem like I can just kind of get in just a little bit, just enough for it to stay in its home. See, I can still pop it off. So I'm not going to push it all the way in. I'm just going to just enough to where it just stays there. There we go. That's all I'm going to do. So just so you can see what that looks like when it's in its home. So there you go. And that is all there is to do in this stage. All right, so here's what we did in this stage. We put together some elements here for the sole of the foot. We added some detail to the foot itself. Again, this is not pushed all the way in. I can take that out if I need to, so it's all good. But yeah, this is a testament to how elaborate this build is. I mean, look at all the work we've been putting into just one foot. I mean, that's crazy. This is a crazy build, but hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for the journey. But there you go. Now, if you would like to sign up for your own Optimus Prime kits, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure, and you can watch this heroic face ripper take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, palm in your face.